Fast Friday Shop Talk, everybody. Well, it's dark in here. There we go, a little light there. I was working in my shop earlier. I had a little problem. Seems to be working okay. My Dremel tool gave out on me. I put in hours on that thing. I tried to cool it off and clean it out, but I'm hoping that one's not going. Y'all know I just bought that not too long ago. Yeah, I was working on something today. I'm gonna come up with a plan. I got a chance to throw this. Thank you guys for the positive response. I appreciate it. This is the Grunt 13 G13, and I got a chance earlier, actually this morning, to throw it. But first throws, check it out. Super balanced. This thing's heavy. It's a D2 steel. Okay, and then I threw it today. What I did today, guys, I worked on a project. I'll talk about that tomorrow maybe. But I worked on a project. Yeah, it's another blank. I'm not quite sure where I'm going with it. I do want to make a sheath for it. I'm trying to perfect my sheaths. And eventually, my goal is I want to come up with a Kydex leather combination sheath. And on down the road, after I get done with the major stuff in my house, so I can clean out the shop. The shop is kind of fixed up to where I can pull things out to work on the house. And I like to fix it where, of course, part of it's going to be out of the shop, but where I can actually do my own cutting. I've been studying videos and everything, making my own knives from scratch instead of ordering blanks. You know what I mean? I think it'd be a lot of fun to give it a try. Continue my slabs. I've gotten a really great response on these things, but yeah, this thing, it threw great today. It's just like it did everything I wanted, you know. And if you see my hand, I'm gonna have comment. When you see my hands going back, anytime I have a cord right here, you'll see my hand after I throw it, kind of pull my fingers away from it. It's just to get away from that cord. It's not too cool. I mentioned that before. It was a couple of years ago where I had one catch me. Luckily it didn't hurt me, but I was throwing it and the cord caught my hand and kind of went around. You know, it could have been bad. So I just learned I could take the cord off, but I don't do it. You see me throw, I got tops knives, SOG knives, Essie knives, everything, big knives with the lanyards on them. And I just leave them on there. I just get my hand out of the way. Okay. I got into the box that Michael Arakawa, my friend, the one that gave to me a couple of Fridays ago, all the shurikens and throwing knives. So I got a chance. That's what I did today, besides piddling here a little bit. I didn't throw these. I'm thinking about, I have so many of these SOG throwing knives. I have the SOG Fusion and the SOG throwing knives. I have a lot of these. And I mean, one drawer is full of SOG throwing knives. These are brand new, guys. So I'm thinking about taking these. Check it out. Brand new, never used. I could throw them. And what's going to happen is eventually I'm going to split the paracord. Okay, rub it up against each other. But this is a brand new set. And I'm going to take these inside my knife room in that knife chest. I'm not going to put them in this one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to take these, I'm going to keep these in one of my drawers, unused, brand new SOG throwing knives. Yep, I'm going to do that today. I think this weekend I'm going to do an overhead shot of my Grunt series knives. I've got 13 done, Baker's Dozen. I went for Baker's Dozen thanks to Chrisville, USA. Now I'm at a point, another subscriber, super nice, been supportive, asked where do I go from here? And do I go to 14? I've got one planned on making. So I'm thinking about coming up, I got a name. I'm thinking about, instead of doing series 1 and then series 2, that'd be so confusing. I'm thinking about just getting another name, like this is the Grunt series. I'm thinking about coming up with another name series and do about 13 of those maybe. I'll see. I can't help it, guys. I've really hooked on, I have a collection. I spent a lot of money on knives, just like everybody else does. Ones I couldn't afford, I saved up for them. You know, I got the $300 knives, the $400 knives, and then in my collection, I got knives that are really high up. And then I got a lot of budget knives. I've been trying to share budget knives since the last few weeks I was working. And I knew it was coming up. I was trying to share. I realized it was a subscriber once. He was like wishing. And I said, you know what? I said, what you do? And he did. I said, put you some money off to the side. And then when you get the money, pull the trigger. That way it doesn't hurt. Just put the money off to the side each paycheck. That's what I did. I can't go right now and buy a $200 knife. I can't do it. So these budget knives, once I get the leather and everything, but the budget knives run me on average about 50, I just right across the board, 50 bucks, 50, 60, about 50 bucks. And then it's my time, which is nothing. You know, it's nothing. It's a great hobby. It's very therapeutic for me up here right now. I'm going through some shit, you know what I mean? Excuse my language. But yeah, heavy duty. So this has been therapeutic. Okay, get back to, I'm rambling. I got to throw these. These are the Gilhibben large throwing knives. I had that smaller set I threw not too long ago, if you remember. These are cool. I recommend these if you want to get into throwing knives, you know, into a board. These are excellent. These are the Gilhibben large throwing knives. Super balanced, so I got a chance to throw those. Michael Arakawa, this was in that box. Very cool, highly recommend them. Then I took these out. I got 2 sets of these. These are the Condor Senbons shurikens. Now I went on site, they're available. Just check your local laws, and you don't need to be carrying these around. These are for yard recreation. I'll tell you, there's no reason to carry these around. You're gonna hurt yourself carrying these around. Even with these belt knives, you don't carry them around. That's hard to explain. You know what I mean? Just keep them in your backyard, have some fun with it. But these are pretty cool. Okay, I've got a box load left of stuff to throw that he gave me. You remember that real big one? I haven't got to that yet. But these are cool. These are by Condor. They're called Senbons. I looked up the each one. They're available. I looked up the steel. It's a high carbon steel. 420, 440 steel, I think, on those. These things are heavy. And I was on these quite a while. I did short videos on all these. These I was throwing from all over the place in my playground. All over the place. I mean, you could throw them from anywhere. They're just so thick and heavy. And these are the Cold Steel Sure Strikes. So they come in sets of 3. I looked them up. High carbon steel with a black coated finish. These are serious, guys. Okay, so I got 2 sets. I got 6. Isn't that cool? And I just had a blast. I was like ninja all over the yard, man. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you, Michael Arakawa. Hope you're watching. Hope everything's fine. Everybody, that's about it. That's what I did today. It's Fast Friday. I really didn't have any content to do. I was going to do, one of my subscribers, we were talking about the martial arts again. And I got my gi from 1972. Yep, I got my gi top. And it even has the blood stains on there. It's been washed, but it has the blood stains. And then I got several of my gis that I used while I was teaching. I told them I'd pull those out. I still got my notebooks. They're packed away. I got notebooks, my personal handwritten notes. When I was taking my private lessons, at the end of the lessons, we always wrote down. Yeah, it was old school. You wrote down what you learned in that lesson, so when you went home, you practiced what you were taught. Then when you go back the next week, hopefully you got your shit together. There again, I'm telling you, I'm bad today. Anyway, yeah, I thought I was going to do an overhead shot of my gis, or maybe do a shot in my, that's what I'll do, a shot in my knife room, just kind of hold them up. But I didn't get to that today. I just wanted to get out there and unwind and throw. And I thought, man, that gift he gave me, that box, came in perfect timing for days like today. It's just a time to unwind. The weather was beautiful and got to do everything. All right, guys, I hope y'all have a great evening. A weekend's coming up. Stay warm and stay safe. Sog out.